Good morning, friends. Thanks for joining me for another What I Ate in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. Excuse my appearance, I am having a cozy day today. I'm so tired. I need to just, have a nice day. So I'm really tired because I've had hardly any sleep. I was up late working and stuff, and I did not sleep well. Still disappointed about my maintain at Slimming World last night. That's 2 weeks in a row maintaining. Absolutely gutted, but I will not be defeated. So I'm just going to show you, my consultant has given me a tool called the SAS log, and it is basically a tool to check how you're following the plan. So I'll just show you. So there's a page for every day and you follow it for a week, and basically everything that you eat, you say like what kind of food it is and how many syns it is if it's a syn food. I think this is quite good. If you measured it accurately or you estimated, that'll give an idea. I am 99% of the time I do make sure I measure things, but on occasion I have been known to estimate, so I think that'll be interesting as we go through the week. Also, the majority of the time I know my syn value before I eat something, but there has been occasions where I've looked at the wrong thing. The hoisin sauce from last week was a prime example. So that'll be interesting. So the idea is that you build up this pattern of, where could things be sort of subconsciously sabotaging you. Did you plan to have it in advance, or was it unplanned? So I guess that's things like emotional snacking and, I don't know. That's probably one of the major ones they're thinking of there. But, I'm just trying to think, because I don't really plan my meals at the moment. I'd like to get back into that, but honestly, it's a lot of mental load to try and plan multiple days of meals. And, I think I get by okay, kind of winging it. But I don't think it means meal planning as a whole. I think it just means did you chuck it in your mouth and then go oh shit, how many syns did that have? And then, and then you go from all there. So I think that's probably what that's getting at, really. So a lot of the time, I do eat intentionally. You guys see me making food and I'll say things like, I've just looked this up, this is going to be this, so I can have this amount, and I'll do it like that. So I think that still counts as planning it in advance, because I'm not just eating it and then hoping for the best. And then also, this one's really interesting. Recorded later in the day, I recorded at time of eating. A lot of the time I do record things actually late in my book, later in the day. Obviously this is talking about on these sheets. But I do it later in the day. The difference is, because I'm filming for you guys, I've already repeated the syn values of what I'm eating about 18 times by the time I get to the evening. And so when I fill it out in my book, I've said it so many times, it's become ingrained into me. But it is a very good habit to record it at the time of eating. So although this is a log to see what you're doing, it's also a really good prompt to sort of improve things a little bit. So I'm going to try and record things more at the time of eating, just to double check that I'm not forgetting anything. I am so sure that I'm not, but we will see. I've said to you guys before about my barista milk that I have in my coffee. I always put it on the scales, so I always measure it accurately. I know that's fine. I've already written it in for the day here. That's my constant. I think that's become obvious by now. Anyway, And then when you filled all this out for the day, you put things that you're proud of. And based on what you've discovered today, create your plan for tomorrow. Now, again, I don't think that necessarily has to be a full-on meal plan. More like things like, have I got something I'm going to have for lunch, something for dinner? How many syns is it going to be? Have I planned it? That kind of thing. Not necessarily like a full meal plan. Anyway, and then on the back, there's these things that you do at the end of the day again. Which I'm confused about. She said this was the back of the thing, but it does look like it's the front, and it does suggest that you fill this out in the morning. Interesting. And she also said don't do more than 3 like aims. So actually I think I'm going to fill this out now. Okay, so I've just gone through this little checklist. The ones I've decided to tick today for more aims, I think it's pretty much going to be the same a week. Eat more speed, eat more filling protein rich food. I don't want to do SP. If you know Slimming World, you know that means that you don't eat the free foods. You only eat like the speed and the protein foods. And it's quite an extreme plan if you're not. I'm just not in the place for it, so I'm not doing that. You wouldn't be able to have rice or like noodles or pasta, things like that, or potatoes or sweet potato. It's all the stuff that's not the speed food. So I am. It is really good for a week of like rapid weight loss, but I'm not in a place to do that. But something that I already thought of yesterday was, I think I could be eating more speed food, and I definitely think I could be eating more protein rich food. So I am going to try and focus a little bit more on protein, because I have realised that I'm using my syns on things like extra bread, stuff like that, because honestly that's the stuff that makes me feel full. And it is a I don't know, it's comfort food, it's filling, it's nice, I like it, but I shouldn't probably be relying on it to fill me up. What I should be relying on is lots and lots of lovely vegetables, as in more low calorie density vegetables, which is speed vegetables, and definitely more protein, more beans, tofu. I need to get some tofu. I miss tofu. I've not had any for ages, it feels like. And I'll be following the extra easy plan 100%, but I already feel like I am, except there is an exception for this, that I do use my like non-official Healthy Extra A vegan cheese, and I think what I've decided to do is only, like, if I'm gonna have like a cheese that day, I'm gonna only use 30 grams of it instead of 60, so it's effectively equivalent to 1 Healthy Extra A, and anything over that I will sin. So I don't think that that's what's technically sabotaging me, but it's just something that I'm aware of. And also I have been relying on the vegan cheese a little bit too much. I've actually put myself off it at the moment. Like, the smell of it is not pleasant to me right now when it's melted. It's fine if it's not. So yeah, but that is something that I've decided to do, just to make sure that's not sabotaging me. And then it's also quite nice because, you know, you can identify your trigger foods. These are mine, very much so. Bread, crisps, chocolate and cakes. Love all those things. The only one that's actually a danger to me currently is the bread, because I'm just not buying particularly crisps and cakes because I absolutely don't need them. They're empty calories. Chocolate I don't mind having a little bit of, but at the moment I need to not keep it in the house. So I'm not too worried about chocolate as a trigger food. You guys know I do really like my hot chocolates in the evening, and I probably want to get almost back into that as a bit of a habit, because that's a really nice way to round off the day, and you know, you feel like you've had something really indulgent. And we've already just discussed bread, you know, the fact that I've been sinning so that I can have extra bread on top of my healthy extra B choices. Again, technically absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can use your syns how you want to. It's just a controlled way of eating the foods that you want. But again, it's just something I'm going to just be a little bit aware of, try and focus myself more on the protein and the speed. Anyway, danger areas, yeah, I don't do anything, so none of those things are applicable. Shopping's not really a danger area because I'm quite good when I'm in the supermarket about checking to see if things are going to be decent on plan, because honestly, I don't want to bring stuff into the house that's going to potentially sabotage me. I don't trust myself enough. When I'm sad, that's definitely a danger area, because then I start feeling all defiant. And constantly weighing myself. You guys know that I have been constantly weighing myself, and I am obsessed with weighing myself at the moment. I know I shouldn't be, but I think you'll all agree it's hard not to, especially when you're in a situation like mine at the moment where you've had a couple of weeks maintaining your weight exactly. So yeah, but sorry. The other couple of things on here are self-sabotage traps and survival packaging protection techniques. I don't really know what to write here, so I'm going to have a think about them over the course of the day. But I'll keep filling this out as we go. Hey guys, so it's currently 1 o'clock. I can't believe how tired I am today. It is a real struggle at work, I tell you. Luckily, I've kept myself some like admin jobs and like some simple HR stuff to do this afternoon, so I'm just gonna chill. But for now, I am just making some food for my lunch. I say making, I'm putting a pita bread under the grill, but you know, I did something, I put it on the grill. Anyway, so bearing in mind everything I said earlier, I'm having 1 wholemeal pita, which is my healthy extra B choice. I've got half a pot of this slaw. Is that my cozy thing? Do you like my cozy thing? This is like obviously one just for wearing around the house. I love it so much. I bought it ages ago and it is just, oh, it's so snuggly. Comes down nearly to my knees. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, I've got some more of this slaw, totally sin-free, all speed. And then I've also got the rest of this packet of no chicken char-grilled pieces, which is also sin-free. So no sins for lunch, just my healthy extra B choice. Look at the steam coming from that pita. Hilarious. Maybe I've cooked that side slightly and it might be solid. And this side, not at all. It's fine, it's texture. I still haven't cleared up from last night. I'm gonna have to wash that manually in a bit. Well, later after work. Yeah, so this is my slaw. If you've not seen my videos the last 2 days, this is white cabbage, red cabbage, iceberg lettuce, carrot, cucumber, mint, and coriander, and lime juice. So it's all speed foods, and it's very, very tasty. Okay, that's the soy chunks. They're massive, but I can't bother to cut them up. So they're just gonna go on like that. And I'll just pile the rest of the salad on and make a big old mess. Wow, this is gonna be fun to eat. Look at it, hilarious. That's okay, no one's around to watch me. and I can enjoy it completely guilt-free.
Incidentally, I also had my second coffee, so I also had 100 mils of my Alpro Almond Barista in there for another one syns. So I'm actually on 2 syns today for my coffees, and then obviously I've used my healthy extra bee choice on my lunch. Hello, it's 4:30. I've just finished work. Yeah, long weekend. I'm on call from like midnight tonight, I think, so that's fine. Hopefully, touch wood, it'll be quiet. Okay, so I'm really hungry. I knew that lunch wouldn't tide me over, so I'm having like an interim meal. For dinner tonight, I'm having stir fry again. I bought enough to do tonight as well, with the idea being that I'll do like proper shop tomorrow, probably. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. But I don't want to have it now because it's 4:30, it's not dinner time. So what I'm gonna have is a can of tomato soup with chickpea croutons. Nice. So I've got a can of chickpeas that I've just rinsed off and popped in the air fryer, and I'm going to mix through some nutritional yeast to flavour it and give it a little bit more crispiness.
Look, don't judge me. I've still not cleaned up, okay? I've been working. So, here's my nooch. There's 1 tablespoon. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. It's kind of hard doing it with one hand, I'm not going to lie. There we go. Get on there. Cool, I'll give that, I'll just use that, mix around a little bit, because the chickpeas are wet, it's kind of sticking to them, so yum. Oh, I love nooch. I've not been eating much of it lately, have I? But that's okay. I'm just going to put some garlic pepper on as well, because I like garlic and I like pepper. And since Slap Your Mama came into my life, I've not been having very much of it. But it's good sometimes to not have the salt, I think. So, there we go. I'm going to stick these in the air fryer on 200 for at least 10 minutes. Probably 10 minutes, give them a shake, another 5. Okay, this is my Heinz vegan tomato soup. This is the cream of tomato. Like, honestly, it tastes exactly like the original one did, which was a very happy discovery for me because ultimate comfort food. It's actually 4 syns for the tin. I haven't found it in my Tesco, but it was in my Sainsbury's in my town. Like, I live in quite a small town, so they're quite small shops. So, yeah, interesting to sometimes see what some stock and the others don't. And then the other thing I've got is my chickpeas that I coated in nooch and garlic pepper, which apparently has gone all over the thing. So I'm just going to put them on top like little croutons. Hell yeah. So the nutritional yeast, I use 2 tablespoons, that's 2 syns. Obviously the soup is 4 syns, so that's 6 in total.
Hi guys, so it's currently like 9 o'clock and I'm making my dinner. I'm having stir fry, like literally the same stir fry as last night. The only difference is instead of the char grilled pieces by Richmond, obviously I had some of those at lunchtime. Now ideally I was gonna have I would have had tofu right now, only I don't have any tofu. I didn't really fancy edamame beans because I had chickpeas earlier as well, so I've got some what the cluck that I'm doing, which is sin-free and another protein food. Done quite well on protein today. I'll show you that SAS list in a little bit. My pan is bubbling because before I washed it up I obviously didn't dry the bottom properly. So it's getting a bit mad. Anyway, so the soy chunks are currently cooking in 3 sprays of my light oil. This is 1 syn per spray, so that's 3 syns. And then the other syns that are going into my dinner are the udon noodles, same as yesterday, so 4 syns. And also 3 syns for 2 tablespoons of teriyaki sauce. And 2 syns for 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. I don't know how much of that is added together. I've written it all down separately, I just haven't added it up. So I'll show you in my book anyway, but yeah, it's very much the same as yesterday. I love stir fry. This stir fry mix is such a treat. It's literally like probably one of my favourite convenience food items. It's the Sainsbury's Taste the Difference baby vegetable one, and it's got garlic and ginger and chilli. It's got these little like purple spring onions. It's got pak choy, carrots, baby corn, sugar snap peas, fine beans. It is lush. It's such a nice combo of veggies, and oh, it's just so tasty and easy. Oh, and it's got coriander in it as well, fresh coriander. So it literally has everything you need. I just love the convenience and the deliciousness. I should say, same as yesterday, this is 2 packs of that veg because I love veg. I like lots and lots of veg, and it's better to fill up on veg. And sorry about the state of my stove top. I didn't clean it. I washed up this thing and my pan from yesterday, but I didn't actually do a proper kitchen sort out after my very late night last night, and then I didn't sleep very well. I had really weird dreams. And then I woke up at like 6 after like 2 hours sleep. I was like, oh my God. But I did fall back asleep until I started work at 8. So like I literally woke up at like 3 minutes to 8. I was like, oh, thank God for that. So yeah, I am feeling quite tired today, but it's okay. It's now the long weekend. I'm on call tomorrow, but that's fine. That doesn't, that's only if I get called out, you know, and it's only work from home anyway, so it's fine. Okay, everything is now added in. I've used exactly what I said. Here are my measuring spoons. I'm being super careful to triple check. I'm measuring everything. I'm normally, like I said, 95% of the time I'm really good, but I'm just being really careful after yesterday. So I used 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, that's 2 syns. I used 3 sprays of this one, which is 3 syns, that's 5. I used 2 tablespoons of teriyaki, that's 3, so that's 8 altogether. And I used some soy sauce, which is free, I don't know why I'm showing that. And then the noodles were 4 syns. So hang on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. It's 12 syns for this dinner. Oh, yum. Yum. Oh, I'm salivating. My God, I love food. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. Bye. Okay guys, yes, it is the following day and I'm really sorry for the lateness of this video. Just very quickly wanted to round off Thursday's day. So with the summary of everything, as I always do. So, oh God, I'm sorry about this light as well. I'll just be really, really quick. The total syns I had was 20. Majority of that was from dinner, as we knew at the time, because I went through it. Finished the day on plan. I gave myself a great day sticker because I was on plan in spite of, you know, feeling really sulky about weight gain. Not weight gain, sorry, maintaining. So, yeah, I mean, fairly happy with the day. My only thing that I didn't like about yesterday was the fact that I had 2 meals with fake meat in it. Normally I do try and vary it, so you know, I'll have like fake meat once in a day, and then I'll have, you know, maybe beans for another, or tofu, you know, depending on thing. But yeah, so I do try and vary things up usually, but that was just based on what I had in, so that's what I did there. And I will say that the chickpeas that I did with the nooch and the garlic pepper on them, I did them like quite a lot in the air fryer, and they went so crispy and nice, and they were so lovely in the Heinz vegan cream of tomato soup
that I thoroughly recommend that. That was absolutely delicious. So yeah, had a really good day. And then the food thing from Slimming World, if you want to just pause the video so you can have a look down here to see what the columns are. Oh, this bloody shadow, sorry. But yeah, so it's a self-awareness task. You know, am I eating stuff and writing it down at the same time I've eaten it? I.e., could I be forgetting to write things down? Am I checking syns before I eat things or whatever? Am I having more things with syns in than speed and free food? Is this free food? Is it mostly S's, which it technically should be? Well, not technically should be. It should be about a third speed food that you eat on your plate normally. So yeah, good little exercise. I've hole punched them horribly. Yes, so we'll carry on with those all week.